Namaskar. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today we'll be taking some information about the calendar system in India or the Indian calendar system. Everyone knows the English calendar system. In a year there are 365 days and 12 months: January, February, March, April, etc. etc. But what are the Indian months? And what is the reasoning after them? How they are named? What is their time duration? All this information we'll be seeing one by one today. The English calendar is based on the movement of sun, whereas the Indian calendar system is based on the movement of moon but corrected with the movement of sun, which makes it much more accurate. The Indian months, there are 12 months, and the months are starting with Chaitra, Vaishak, Jyeshta, Ashad, Shravan, which is going on now, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, Kartik, Mrugashira or Margashirsha, Pausha, Magha and Falgun. These are the 12 months. Each month is of 30 days. And there is a story also behind how these months are named. Each month is named after the mansion where the moon is going to be on the 15th day of the month. So when the moon is in the Chitra Nakshatra, it is called as Chaitra. When it is in the Vishakha Nakshatra, it is called as Vaishak. When it is in Jyeshta Nakshatra, it is called as the month of Jyeshta. So if you want to know which month is it, in case of the English calendar, unless you see a calendar, you will not be able to know which month it is. But in case of Indian calendar, at night, you just to go out and look at the moon. You can not only tell the month, you can also tell the day. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. But at the same time, today, if you ask a South Indian person in Mumbai, which month and day is it? He will tell you it is month of Shravan. It is month of Ashad. And if you ask a North Indian, today itself, he will say it is Shravan. So, one full month ahead or one full month difference. How does this difference happen? There is a very interesting story about it. We'll see the story first and then see the reasoning. There are two big mountains in India. One is the Vindhya, other is the Himachal or Himalaya. Himalaya is on the north side and Vindhya is at the center of India. These two mountains at one time were competing with each other. And in this competition, as you know, the mountain Himalaya every year increases its height a little bit. Even today. Vindhya mountain, it started to compete with Himalaya exponentially. And it became so big that at one time it wouldn't allow the sun rays to go to South India. The whole of South India was in darkness. It was a big night. And then the gods were worried. How can this be if the sun cannot go, sun rays cannot reach South India? What do we do? How do we stop this Vindhya mountain from going? So they all went to Agastya and requested him to do something about it. Agastya said okay, and he went on a pilgrimage to South India. On the way, he came across Vindhya mountain. Seeing Rishi Agastya, the big Rishi, revered Rishi, Vindhya mountain bowed down to him. Sashtang Namaskar. As he bowed down, Rishi Agastya told him that be like this till I come back. And he crossed the mountain and went to South India. he never came back. And as a result of which, the height of Vindhya mountain is still reduced, and it is bored. The mountain is bored. It has not got up. The sun rays started reaching South India, but in between 15 days had passed, and as a result, there was a difference of 15 days between South India and North India. But even then, the calendar is very accurate, because this 15 days difference is only notional. If you ask anybody, when is Krishna Janmashtami, the North Indian person would tell you that Krishna Janmashtami falls in the month of Bhadrapad, whereas a South Indian or Gujarati or Rajasthani or Keralite or Tamil person will tell you that Krishna Janmashtami is in the month of Shravan. But it is falling from English calendar, it is on the same day, and it is falling on the same day, which is 11th of August. Now, how does this happen? This happens because the nomenclature is different. How a month is defined, that makes it difference between Bhadrapad and Shravan. As we said, the names of each month are decided based on the nakshatra the moon is in. But there are 30 days to a month, and it is divided into 2 fortnights. One fortnight is when there is no moon, that is Amavasya day, and then the moon starts increasing in size, and after 15 days, on the 15th day, it reaches its full effulgence, which we call as Purnima. From that day, the waning moon starts, the size of moon starts reducing, and in the next 15 days, it goes on reducing till there is Amavasya or no moon day. So depending on the nakshatra, the Purnima occurs, the month is called by that name. But in South India, it is called as Amanta month. The month ends on a Amavasya. Whereas in North India, the tradition is to calculate a Purnimanta month. That is, the month ends on the full moon day. And because of this, there is an apparent difference of 15 days between the two calendars. At the same time, the days are same, the calculation is same, everything else is same, only the nomenclature is different. And this calendar is so accurate that you can go thousands of years back in the past or thousands of years front in the future, and you will still get accurate date times. While going, one interesting information, the biggest star in the North Hemisphere is called as Dhruva, whereas the one in the southern hemisphere is called as cross the Vindhya mountains, never to come back. We'll be seeing more interesting tidbits in ancient wisdom to come. Namaskar.